I just thank the day that I ever found DecPlay. I really, really do, because I have been wanting to learn piano all my life. It's helped me in so many ways, not only to feel I'm achieving something at ripe old age of 73, that at last I can play quite a few songs quite reasonably, in my opinion. And I think the Deck Players Club is such a wonderful comfort blanket in a way. You know that you can post your little bits onto there and you're going to get full support from an awful lot of really nice people.
Welcome to the Health and Piano podcast. I've got a guest with me, Lynn. Hi there, Lynn.
Hello. Hi, Declan. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, it's a bit hot in here, actually. The sun's been shining all day.
Are you lucky? We've not had sunshine, so.
But I need to close all the windows because there's a building site. There's a house being built in the field just over there. So yeah.
All right.
You've been with us for a couple of years now, is it?
Yeah, coming up for 3 years, I think, next April. Yeah, I just thank the day that I ever found DecPlay. I really, really do, because I have been wanting to learn piano all my life. And when COVID came along, I said to myself, right, I am going to teach myself how to play the piano. And I did all these silly online things where things come down and you have to try and follow. And I couldn't follow them. And I found out that I suffer from something called dysmusia. And it's a proper thing, and it's a bit like dyslexia in that people who have this cannot process the musical information in notational form. And whereas a lot of people can see bands of musical notes and be able to be ahead of them, I had to keep counting up in my head. So it's very, very slow process, and I got very frustrated. And then your advert popped up, and I thought, no, it's not possible. And I think I tentatively emailed you a couple of times, and I thought, no, nothing can work for me. But I copied your Amazing Grace, and I went and sat at a keyboard, which my husband had bought me, funnily enough, for COVID, for me to try and learn. And I started to play Amazing Grace, and within an hour, I was playing it. Well, that was it. So that was me hooked on to DecPlay. And to be quite honest, I've never looked back since. It's helped me in so many ways, not only to feel I'm achieving something at ripe old age of 73, that at last I can play quite a few songs quite reasonably, in my opinion. And I think the Deck Players Club is such a wonderful comfort blanket in a way. You know that you can post your little bits onto there and you're going to get full support from an awful lot of really nice people. And they're all in the same boat as me. They've all learned at different stages. They've all come onto DecPlay. And it's a support in more ways than one, really, because you know yourself when you were poorly, you know that the love that came from that group to help you and to support you and to wish you well. It's happened to me as well. I've had a recent scare with my kidneys. I went into hospital, and I can't tell you how lovely it was to come home and see all these kind messages from people who are just wanting to learn to play. And, you know, they are brilliant. So I feel that it's helped me. Because a few years ago I had a brain tumour removed as well. It sounds like an illness thing for them, this, isn't it? But I'm not unhappy about it. They got rid of it, and recent scans have shown it's not grown again. But it left me with left-sided deafness, slight palsy in my face, and the tinnitus that I went to the doctor originally with is still there, raging away. Now, the tinnitus actually probably saved my life in a daft sort of way, because of the tinnitus, they investigated and found this tumour. Tinnitus had nothing to do with it, so I'm still stuck with the tinnitus that a lot of people have, and people will know that it's horrible. It can drive you to distraction at times, and you have to have things to sort of take your mind off it. And music, I go and play my piano, And I don't even think of this ear being shh all the time, you know. In fact, sometimes I can actually hear orchestras playing. And I know that sounds silly, but some people with tinnitus get all these different sounds. And if you're being musically inclined, you're hearing songs in your head. So before they lock me away, I'll stop talking about that. But
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So tinnitus was the reason that you went to the doctor, and then they found
yeah,
tumour.
yeah.
But you mentioned just earlier about tinnitus sort of, you don't notice it when you're playing piano. Is that
Mm.
right?
Yeah, it's like any kind of distraction. I mean, you learn to live with tinnitus, and more often than not now, because I'm talking about it, I can hear it in my ear, whooshing away. Sometimes it screeches. If I'm annoyed or anxious about anything, it'll really be high pitched. But you do distract yourself from that noise. Various things during the day that distract you. So I'm living with it. It doesn't bother me to that extent now. And I know that if I go and play the piano, I don't hear it at all because I'm concentrating on playing the piano. And yeah, I mean, the piano has helped as well because of this tumor and age related, no doubt. The memory loss and the sort of brain fog, I call it. Again, I could recall tunes now that I've learned by heart, and I go and play those first so that I'm reinforcing it again in my mind. And I'm amazed that I can still remember the whole of yesterday or the whole of, well, Amazing Grace. Let's put that aside a bit. But you know what I mean? It's like it challenges your mind. And I think a lot of people on this course would say the same thing. I mean, you know, you have people who are a lot older than I am, and they are absolutely brilliant, spot on, and they're right there with it. And it's lovely to see all these people and to be connected with them in this kind of way, and to be connected to you too. It's even my dog's connected to Blue now.
That's right. That was a brilliant video which you posted
Yeah.
up on the group of just
Yeah.
for the other people listening won't know what.
Sorry. Yes.
But
Yeah.
the context is I put a video up. So we have concerts every so often for our group. So it's a community that we have online in a private Facebook group online. And we have a concert on a certain day, like a weekend or a Saturday or something. And we post up videos. And I posted up a video and I had Blue sat beside me at the grand piano downstairs. And Blue was sat there in the video. And your dog.
I put it on my TV
Yeah.
screen. I put it up on YouTube on my TV screen. And yeah.
And your dog just went straight up to the screen and it was
Yeah.
like obsessed with.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's Blue that it was obsessed with. Like,
Oh, yes, definitely.
it was
But she
so.
did like your piano playing.
That was so cute. So you then posted a video of your dog watching
Yeah. Your
me,
dog.
Blue, on the video.
Yeah.
That was just so
Yeah.
so
Well,
cute.
this is a good thing about that, the DecPlay group, Facebook group, is that people post up all sorts of things. It doesn't have to be piano related. It can be pictures of the holidays, the gardens, the grandchildren. And it's lovely. It's just a very, very secure and safe place to be on the DecPlay Facebook group. And I've never known one like it before, because usually on different Facebook groups, the keep away, we don't get involved. But it's just the community itself is lovely. And you've created that. And you've created a lot of fun and a lot of ambitions realized for older people like myself who've always wanted to play. And I can go now, and I'm even sort of picking out by ear and things like that. And it's really, really, well, I could fill up. I really could. It's just wonderful. Wonderful.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Of course, it is a team effort. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, the team is brilliant as well.
So yeah, I mean, I'm over the moon with my original concept was just to help people access the joys of playing piano much easier. So lots of people can't play by the traditional routes, or they just don't want to spend years and years slogging
Oh,
through it.
scales and things like that. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
No,
so
not time.
that was the original idea. And then it turned out that because it's so easy and accessible, all people could play from ages of 4, all, but what I found was people generally over 60s tended to appreciate it more, because I think younger people obviously can learn really quickly, but it's probably not as life-changing if you're younger
Mm,
as people in the 60s, 70s, 80s, or even older. I think
yeah,
they've always wanted to play all their life and
yeah,
tried, and maybe they've given up, that it can be really life-changing. But then, of course, as you said, there's the brain training, keeping your brain active.
yeah,
There's also the fingers. There's loads of people with arthritis who found that it
yeah,
really helped with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then a whole host of health and well-being benefits, which I never expected when we
No,
started out. Uh,
no,
and I
no.
know, as you say, the community was wonderful. When I got ill,
Mm,
the amount of good wishes and goodwill coming from everybody was really heartwarming. And
yeah,
definitely music has helped my recovery. And
yeah.
I found that when I had the chemo, or was having the uh, the chemotherapy treatment, I found that if I went over to the piano and just had a little
Mm,
doodle, so just played a
mm,
few keys,
mm,
generally would inspire me to go and do more playing.
mm.
And then I might end up being there for 40 minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
um, in that 40 minutes, I'd be transported away from
yeah,
body that
yeah,
was feeling
yeah,
really awful. And I'd forget about all of that, and I'd just be in the music. So it was great for not thinking of pain, and
yeah,
but also because you're being creative as well,
yeah.
really transports you to a different place, and I'd feel happy after it.
Yes, yeah, it's uplifting, isn't it? Whatever you're going through. I mean, I know people have come to DecPlay after bereavement of their loved ones, and it's helped them because they now have a community they belong to, and they can learn to play the piano as well. But not only that, but share that playing with like-minded people. And I know people have said to me how it's helped with their grief, getting over losing a partner or whatever, and a lot of people who are going through things at the moment, even if they're not on Facebook regularly, people know and are aware and have sent love and kind wishes to those that might need a bit of comfort. So and they say, oh, as soon as I can get back to my piano, the better. And it's a bit of an incentive, I think, for a lot of people to keep coming back to it. And like you say, you can get on there and you can think, oh, I'll go on for 10 minutes. And the next thing, nearly an hour's gone by and you've just lost yourself. And that is everything, isn't it? Take your mind off all your troubles,
Yes,
except when you get these wrong notes, these passing notes that keep creeping in, or the 10 fingered slam.
yes.
Yeah,
Somebody else mentioned that recently. I'd never heard of that, because I just laugh if I play a wrong note. It's
yeah,
just a bit of
yeah,
fun. And then, of course, once you get more fluent in improvising,
yeah,
there
yeah,
sort of aren't any wrong notes if you're fast enough to go from one note that you didn't intend to another
yeah.
one. It then can become a style. So
Well,
yeah,
don't they say if you get the wrong notes, just call it jazz?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, and that's based on a bit of truth in
Yeah.
terms of in jazz. There sort of aren't any wrong notes. It's just
No.
the very complicated chord
Yeah,
name, because
yeah,
you've
yeah,
added in notes that were not
yeah. That's right.
originally.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but like you
No,
say, the one thing I didn't envisage was really the power of the social connections. I didn't envisage that at the start, and that's been one of the most powerful things that I think helps people, not only from a motivation of playing piano, but
oh yeah,
I think from feeling good. If I think the social interaction, especially if people live on their own, or if the partner's died, or just anyway, just to share your journey of learning a new skill,
yeah,
passionate about, sharing
yeah,
with other like-minded people, I think gives a lot
yeah.
of people a lot of comfort.
Well, they're real friends. They become real friends, and in some cases, in my case as well, I've met 2 or 3 people from the group when I've either been holidaying nearby somewhere where somebody lives, or I happen to live near another person, and we get together every now and then for coffee and a chat. We never talk about piano, but it's made, there are quite a few little groups of real friendships. And even if you can't meet people, the private messages you get from what you call friends now on the Facebook group. And it's you play a piece of music, you put it on, and you get this, like you say, this encouragement, and it makes you, if I hadn't had that group, I might have sort of given up by now. But the group itself is sort of self-fulfilling, isn't it? It just keeps you going, and it's long may it live. It's just brilliant. It really is. Yeah, good fun. And we always laugh, and nobody ever falls out, or you can play a bum note and they all say it's wonderful. So it's really good.
Yeah.
But they mean well. Everybody, wants to encourage everybody else. There's no competition. There are some people who may have had a few piano lessons when they were younger, and you can tell that they can play a lot of pieces quite well, quite quickly. But there's an awful lot like me who sort of just started from scratch, and I might not advance any more than what I've got to, the stage I've got to, but I'm so happy with that. Even if tomorrow that's it, I can't get any further, I am really happy with my little repertoire of songs, and some people are even brave enough, and I've done it myself, to find a stately home with a grand piano in it and ask to have a go. Or
Right. What's your story then about playing
in a
out?
stately home? Well, we went to this place. It was on one of our caravan holidays with some friends, and the men stayed outside with my little dog. Me and my friend went into this stately house, and the grand piano was in the foyer. Well, my friend had already been a bit embarrassed because I played in our local pub once, and she filmed it, and we had a laugh. And I said, "Oh, I'm going to ask if I can have a go on that." And there weren't many people around, and they said, "Yeah, sure. Can you play?" I said, "Well, you'll soon find out." And I gave my phone to my friend, and I said, "Will you film this?" And I played Yesterday, my favourite, on this grand piano, and I got a round of applause at the end of it. It was rubbish, really, but
Don't say rubbish. It's not. I've heard you play it, and it's definitely not rubbish. It's amazing. And to think that this is just after a couple of years of playing, it's wonderful.
And to have that nerve to actually go and say, I mean, my friend won't go anywhere with me now. She's terrified. I might find a piano. But we're off to Scotland at the weekend, so with these friends. So watch this space.
That's fantastic. Well, that's brilliant, and well done you for actually getting up and playing, because that's a whole level. Apart from playing and having the confidence to play, there's the confidence to play in front of other people.
It's shutting them out. Yes.
Yeah. So well done.
Getting on with it. Yeah. I still needed my notes really, but I didn't have any music, so that's why I'm pleased that I can actually memorize some pieces. And obviously the ones that mean most to me, like you, I know you like the Beatles, I like the Beatles, I've grown up with them. So I can play several of their songs now, and I really get lost in there, in those. And so, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
How did it feel then after you'd played in public?
The lady, the curator there, took my photo at the grand piano. And they had a processing thing on site. It was really for people dressing up in the background, but she processed these photos. So I've got a photo of myself at this grand piano on my sideboard now. But yeah, I think I posted it. So I'll have to find it and try and repost it again. I posted it on the Facebook page. But
how did you feel after that? Were you proud?
I felt brilliant. I was on such a high. And my friend had to pull me down. She was happy as well, but it felt really, really, yes. It's like, I couldn't explain it. It was just, you just felt wonderful. And I kept talking about it for a long time afterwards. So, yeah.
Well done.
Maybe watch a grand piano, though. I would like one, but I can't fit one in this little bungalow. So my husband says no.
Yes. Yeah, they are wonderful things, grand piano.
Yeah. Yours is gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I
Yeah.
really love it. I
And
didn't
a
ever think,
well-deserved treat for
yes.
yourself.
Yeah, I didn't ever think I would buy one because I didn't think that I had room. But
Yeah.
we're building a big extension, then the room that it's currently in then isn't, well, lots of the furniture that's currently in it won't be in it when we
Right.
finish the
Yes.
extension. So I thought once the furniture is out of it, I've got a big
Yeah.
space. So what am I going to do? And then I thought, grand piano.
Brilliant. Yeah. Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Don't blame you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
if anybody sort of has always hankered a dream to play piano but doesn't believe it's possible, maybe they think they're too old or they've tried before and failed, what would you say to them?
join DecPlay. Just join DecPlay. You will never, ever look back. Ever. Simple as that. You'll be playing quite a few little tunes to yourself within 5 or 6 weeks easily. And you will just keep going and progress and progress. And, you know, if you've always wanted to do it, just do it. Go for it. No doubt.
Fantastic. Thanks. Actually, I'll put a link below. So if people want more information on the Health and Piano podcasts, or there's free piano lesson information as well there, you just go to decplay.com/free. So thanks, Lynn, for your thoughts on this. I'm really proud of you for what you've achieved. And
thank you.
wonderful that you partake so much in the community. It's really wonderful that you're so engaged in it. And it's, keep up the good work.
I will do, don't worry. You know, you'll be able to, I don't know, forget that. No, I was going to say I'll be so good that my dog won't know the difference between my playing and your playing.
Yeah.
Even, like I said to you, even if I just stick at where I am now, I'm so happy. But you always want that bit more. So don't worry, I'll keep going, and I'll be playing with pro play and all sorts before you know it.
With the advanced styles.
The advanced, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, that's fantastic. Thanks again, Lynn.
All right, Dec. Thank you very much. Yeah,
right,
bye now.
To join our free community and get lots more information on health, well-being and learning piano later in life, just go to decplay.com/free.